Hey you guys, how's it going on? Welcome to Dagi Programmer. Today we're gonna see some UNIX comments. Mm, for this we're gonna use Git, and also we will try to see some Kali Linux terminal comments. So let us start with the Kali Linux, then we will come to Git because it's just the same. Right here I'm using VirtualBox. You could use VMware or any other, or you could also directly install Kali Linux on your system, the operating system. So here I have two operating systems, Ubuntu and Kali Linux. I'm just gonna open Kali Linux. To open, I'm just gonna click on Start. Okay. Now Kali Linux is an operating system usually used for hacking, cybersecurity, and pen testing. If you're new to this operating system, it's not that much hard. Like it has a GUI, which is a graphical user interface, and it's not only a command line or CLI command line interface, so you can grasp more of the concepts so fast. So first we will start our terminal. The terminal is always there with Kali Linux or any Linux systems like Ubuntu or any other CentOS or whatever. So first of all, we will see how to locate to any directory in your system. So for that we use change directory or cd. So now we're in home, as you see here. Then we will see what is inside our home. There is a directory called Kali, so we'll go to Kali, then list. Now we see we have the desktop, which is this thing over here, this part over here, the desktop. So the downloads, the pictures, all the folders and or the directories are here. So we will go to the desktop. So to go to the desktop from Kali to the desktop, we will use the command cd, then desktop. Okay, now we can list, and you can see all these folders here: hacking, JS, React, everything here. Now we will create a new folder. To make this, we will use the command mkdir, which stands for make directory. So mkdir. Let's create a tutorial folder called tutorials. So you can see the folder right here. So we will go to the folder tutorial. To go to the folder, as I said earlier, we will use cd for change directory to tutorial. Okay, now after this we will we are inside the tutorial folder. We can see what is inside the folder. It's a new folder, as you can see. So there is nothing in here. Now we can see we can create a new file inside this folder. We will use the command called touch. Then for example, let us create a file, an index.html file. Okay, so when you list, you can see there is an index.html file right over here. Then in your folder there is an index.html file over here. Okay, now we could open the index.html file from our command using the nano index.html. You can see right over here we have the something that looks like a text editor. So you can write whatever you want, like an HTML code, for example. whatever. So for example, let's just say hello. Let's have an h1 so that it looks more of an HTML. Then you can save it using the command control O for command O, control O. Then you get this message right over here, wrote 3 lines. Then you use the control X to go out, and you can see that is our index.html. Have you noticed that the icon was like a blank sheet type of icon? Now it is like a web type of icon. Now if you open this with Firefox, or for example with any browser you have, you can see hello right over here. Okay, now this is the basic. Like you could create any type of file, touch, even an MP4 file, a.mp4. Now this is an MP4 file, nano a.mp4. Okay, now you see we have a video file right here. Obviously it's not going to work. It doesn't work, but that's how it. I just wanted to show you this, that you could create any type of file. Okay, now let's remove this file over here, a.mp4, using the command line. We will use the rm command for rm, then a.mp4. Okay, now it's gone. We want to create a folder inside this folder called tutorial. Then let's make directory. Let's say copy. Okay, now we need to copy the index.html to this folder called copy. So we will use cp for copy, then go to copy our index.html to, we're not gonna write to, we're just gonna write the folder to copy. Now our index.html is copied to index, and to the copy folder. We could create a new folder again, make directory called copy to, for example. Then now this time let us not copy but move this index.html to this copy to. So instead of copy cp, we will use move mv index.html to copy to. Okay, now it's gone. It's moved to the copy to folder. So this is how you use the terminal to this extent. Then there is also the vi command. This is also a text editor. It's called vim. You could, for example, create a new folder called touch. You could call it main.css. Let's see another file extension here, main.css. Now we have the main.css. Let us to open this this file, you could also use less than main.css. This will just let you read that will let you read your file. So that is a read only. You could use the vi, then main.css. Now you can write whatever you want. I for insert, then you could write whatever you want, something that looks like CSS maybe. What am I writing? Okay, maybe margin 0, padding 0, something that looks like CSS. So Mm, okay, that's how it works. So what's left? Okay, you might want to install a software, for example. You could do it using the sudo apt uh, apt get install. For example, you might want to install Node.js, Node. So you just put your password, then it's gonna install this way. But sorry, for this one, it's npm here. Do you want to install? Do you want to continue? Yes. Now it's installing. So this is how the installation works. Mm, then the beautiful thing about Linux is most programming languages are installed by default. For example, you could see PHP is by default here, or Python. Uh, I don't usually use Python. I guess it's like this. Yeah. So those programming languages are installed by default. Also C++. Mm, no. Okay. You can see the GCC now. So it works this way. This is more or less the Unix commands. So in this is the basics to use Kali Linux, how to hack, and all that stuff. I'm just kidding. Okay, now let's go to our Windows operating system. Let's go back to our Windows operating system. Save session for future logins. Shut down. Okay. Now right over here it's just the same thing in Git. We will create a new folder to work on. We will call this Git. I'm not gonna repeat everything. I'm just gonna show you that it's the same. So you could locate. You could create a. I'm just gonna make it faster. You could create a folder called, for example, copy here. So you could see copy, then the same commands here. So you could change directory to the copy folder. You could list what is inside there. You could create a file called index.html. So you could go here and you can see index.html here. You could use nano index.html. Then you can write whatever you want. Hello, then Control O, then Enter, Control X. When you open this, you can see hello. So more or less, it's just the same thing, but Git has so many features more than the Unix command. That this is just the basics. So if you want to learn more about Git, I'm just gonna I will post a video next time. I'm not gonna repeat what I've done in the Kali Linux terminal, so I guess this is enough for today. I would like your subscription and your likes if you like the video, and if you want it to continue, just give your thumbs up. So that's it. Thank you.